A show that tackles the big issues affecting the BVI and the rest of the Caribbean. Searches for answers to today's big questions and gives viewers a unique perspective on developing stories. Follow the big story with me, Kathy Richards, only on JTV. This show is brought to you by the National Bank of the Virgin Islands, Cyril B. Ramney Tertola Pier Park, NV Salon Spa Nail and Barbershop, HOV Medical, and Digicel. Sign up for Digicel Plus Home Light Bundles, faster internet, movies, and sports. This is the big story. I'm Kathy Richards. I want to thank you so much for joining us for this edition. In studio with me is Miss Abby O'Neill. We're here to talk about the Ralph T. and Edris O'Neill Foundation and some great initiatives that we've been talking about it prior to now, but it's time to refresh your memories. Abby, how are you doing? I know I pulled you out very early this morning.
I'm doing great, Kathy. Thank you for having me.
All right. Since our initial discussion about the Honorable Ralph T. and Edris O'Neill Foundation, what has been happening? But before we go directly there, refresh our memories about the foundation.
Well, as people may remember, we had, when my parents of blessed memory were alive, we had always planned to have a family foundation. So to honor them, I started the foundation, and many people who worked with them, family members and knew them well, are members of the board of directors. I thought that was important so that we could do the things that they would approve of. We are starting to go public with a few things. The first being, we had teamed up with the BVI Food and Wine Festival, which had to be delayed, to do Ralph T. and Edris O'Neill Foundation dinner as an annual event, where half of the ticket sales, not the profit, not the pittance left over,
whatever sales
half would be donated to the HLSCC Culinary Studies program, because our primary mandate is education, and we forget that education takes all forms. We think doctors, lawyers, dentists, that kind of thing. But we need to educate people in all aspects of the community, in all career paths, if we really want a nation built. And you can do that without sitting in the House of Assembly, which I never will.
And your daddy did.
So don't ask that question. So, but this is, it shows, what I want to do is to show how you can help your community along without spending millions of dollars, by partnering with other civic organizations and doing good. And so we're doing this. It's on the 11th of May. We have Michelin star chefs flying in, and they still agreed. They were coming in for the full festival, but they still agreed to come because they're going to not only be doing the dinner, but they're going to be working with the culinary students prior to the dinner.
Only of the HLSCC or other schools?
Of HLSCC, because it's a partnership with the HLSCC.
Okay.
And it's year one, so you never know where things will lead.
Yes.
And those students will be on the line that night. They will be a part of the dinner. So we're giving them mentorship and experience like they've never had before. And so it'll be at Rosewood Dildix Bay. There's a charter boat at 4:30 p.m. from Roadtown directly to Virgin Gorda, and I'll return after the event.
Dinner and you partying a little bit, right? You get to shake a leg?
No shaking a leg.
No DJ, no music to entertain?
No, Kathy, Michelin star. I said Michelin star. It's a tasting menu paired with wine.
Yes.
And once you have that dinner, you will just want to go home and say,
aha.
Yes.
Belly full, tongue satisfied, palate well pleased.
Absolutely.
Yes. yes.
We have Chef Freddie Mooney, who has a Michelin star and runs Atlas at the St. Regis in Atlanta. We have Chef Josie Smith-Malav, who's been on 4 seasons of Top Chef. Chef Andrew Gaskin, who's the executive chef of Rosewood Little Dix Bay, is no slouch himself. And then who's going to be in the house, who's no stranger to BVI, is Chef Michael Ferrero, also of Tavistock. He's their VP of Food and Beverage, so he's.
Who does not know Ferrero?
You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, you got to call Michael. You know, and you got to give the young bucks a shot. So we have Chef Brent Letsum, who is a graduate of the culinary program. So he's very excited, and you know that element shows that we're incorporating and even building him up. Even though he's a professional, we're giving him another level of experience.
Yeah, experience goes a far way. The more you're exposed, the more you become better. And every opportunity to do something in your field gives you a further milestone to to bask in. Okay, I did, but I never thought of doing it this way.
Exactly.
There's always that new something to it.
Yes.
At the college, you have an idea about the range of students that you're going to be dealing with?
When you say range, what do you mean?
We have the cakes and pastry. We have the.
I think it's from my knowledge. I think it's savory.
Okay, savory.
Yeah, because they'll be doing the dinner that night.
Okay, yes, okay. Okay, got it. So how do persons get a ticket?
Well, see, I have to get the phone so I get the number right, because I keep mixing it up. You can get a ticket by emailing tickets@bvifoodandwine.com or simply by calling 284-499 0581. Tickets are $300.
Okay.
Remember, this is a fundraiser.
A major fundraiser.
Major fundraiser. Individual tickets are $300, and couples get a little discount, but you can't take your friend and say you're a couple. So they are $500.
How do you determine if my friend is not
We
my
have
partner?
an intensive questionnaire.
This is really going to another level. Okay, but say you have. I know this has been a trend as of late. You have corporate entities want to be a part of something, and they say, okay, we have a group of 10.
They can contact me directly, and we'll work something out.
Awesome.
They can reach out to me on 284-340-1836, and we could do a sponsorship for them where they could have a table of 8. And
I tell you, 10 and you gone down by 2.
Well, we're using the resort's furniture.
Okay, so tables are 8.
So we're hoping that we can get tables of 8. We don't want to we're trying to keep costs down, Kathy.
Okay.
Because it's a fundraiser. We don't want to bring in a whole whack of tables and chairs, which makes the cost go up and things like that. So we're doing our best to be able to give as much money to HLSCC as possible.
You know how many persons you can cater for in this setting right now?
100.
100 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
And tickets are selling like hot bread. So,
okay.
So
with good salt, butter. Hot
okay.
bread.
Well, I don't know about the salt butter, but when that bread come out of the oven, that's
butter, you put that butter in the middle and choo-choo.
they are selling, and so yes. So if people are interested, they should really get on the horn and let us know that they want tickets, and we will come round, deliver tickets, and collect payment at the same time.
Listen, I tell y'all, I got some experience with Abby when it comes to collecting for tickets. Yeah, she is on the ball with that. Abby don't play. Hey, Remember, you made a commitment.
Not even hey. It's like
like,
no. And I have a great team behind me,
yeah,
so that they're worse than I am.
Yeah, and May 11 is just around the corner.
It's just around the corner.
I can't believe April is already done.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
Whew, you just had a mid-month salary and then you're looking tomorrow for the month-end salary.
Yeah. Well, save that month-end salary and come to the dinner.
Yeah.
You will not be disappointed.
Awesome.
You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, awesome. Great. I hope that, no, I'm not just hoping, but I'm confident that this is going to go very well, considering especially the charitable arm of it, impacting the culinary industry of this territory, which is a major thing here in the Virgin Islands.
It's important that we get to the point where we can hire and train from within, especially with the amount of resorts, top-end resorts and restaurants that we have here. I just want to give a shout out to our sponsors because we couldn't do this on our own. We of course have our host, Rosewood Little Dix Bay. I have to get them all. We have Caribbean Cellars, we have Global Wine Advisors, we have oh boy, I'm going to get in HLSCC. I'm going to get so much proudly African. Thank you, Kathy.
I have your flyer. Right Way.
RTW and Right Way Food Markets.
You have GWA?
Global Wine Advisors.
Oh, okay,
yes,
okay.
Yes. So a big thank you to them for working with us to help make this a special evening.
Botella.
And Botella. How could I forget Matt and Botella? He's going to kill me.
All right. So with that, we know that's, like you said, it's your inaugural event.
Yes, and this will be an annual event.
It's going to be an annual event. Where do you see it next year?
We're already planning for next year. So hopefully if you come to the event, you'll get a surprise about next year.
Oh, there's a big announcement to be made at that event.
Fingers crossed that we get the announcement in time.
Ooh. I can't even wrap my mind around what that could possibly be like. But while we wait for that, and we love the breaking news, that kind of stuff, so who knows? What can we look forward to from the now established, I can safely say, Honorable Ralph T. O'Neill and Edris Foundation?
Well, remember I spoke about sending children to Interlaken.
Yes.
So we are now in talks to be able to send 4 students from the BVI.
Nice.
2 from Virgin Gorda, 2 from any other island next summer.
Oh.
It's all online on interlaken.org, what the qualifications are. You have to be able to get in by audition.
Oh, so
you can't just go. You have to apply, audition, and get in.
And then you give the scholarship.
We give the scholarship based on criteria.
Okay.
Because we want students that wouldn't normally be able to say, hey, I wanted to do this, and their parents just write the check. We want to give the exposure to, and it's wonderful exposure, because you can see opera, theater, Shakespeare, dance. They have a summer concert series where I saw, when I went there, so many plays and performances. I actually had a fireside chat with Bobby McFerrin. So it's a wonderful experience to be exposed to, and it's life-changing because you learn skills that stick with you. And I went twice. I was quite lucky.
You're a perfect testimony of that.
There are so many people from here that have had the privilege, and it's fallen off a bit. So we want to get our students who are talented. They do everything from dance to painting to visual arts to movies, to film, to acting. It is the arts.
Oh, okay.
It's world renowned.
Okay.
And so not everybody can afford that. And so, you know, hopefully
You can find 4.
we can find 4 that can get in, and hopefully that will pick up with those that can afford to go. And why I say 4 is because one year I went, there were 9 of us, and we had a little sense of community. You know, we made other friends, of course, as you do, but you know, you could always come back to your Tatola people.
Yes,
And then the other year was 2 of us, so it's very separated. So if we send 4, they have that.
Yeah, that community.
That they could always find each other and hang out or plan hangouts and things like that. So there's a lot of work to do still with the planning, the organization, and things like that. You know, they have a bursary, so you don't literally put cash in their hand. They have to go and apply for, I need $100 for, you know, their meals are provided, so why do you need money?
Why do you need money?
It's very organized, and they've been around for a very long time. And we just hope that that's something we can really make happen.
I want you to take the camera direct and appeal to our young people who are interested in the arts. Despite their financial circumstances, don't think that, hey, my parents can't afford it. I don't really have a steady job that can allow me to do this X, Y, Z. Just, if you're interested, apply. The camera is yours.
So if you are under 18 or in high school, primary school, and you love the arts, whatever art form that may be, go to interlochen.org. Google it if you can't figure out how to spell it. Look for their summer camp program. They have a number of, they do a short program, a long program. We're not going to send you all that way for 3 weeks. Look at the 6-week program and look at the different offerings they have. I'm sure there is one for your passion. Download the requirements. Start working towards them. And when it's time to apply, we will be back and we will give you the criteria of how to apply for a scholarship. But in the meantime, work on having Interlochen accept you for the summer program.
Could not be said any better. Details, opportunities, young people there to use. You must be 18 or under.
I think so.
You can verify online.
It's all on their website.
Yes, go check it out.
It's all public information. Yeah.
And I know that we have those young people because there was just the other day a series of programs going on at the college, and you see so many of
so
our
much
young,
talented.
So I want to thank you for following the dreams of your late parents. We all knew their passion. I could talk about your mom, your dad as well, but I could also talk about your mom. She sat me down one time and we were talking, and she talked about her experience in going to work in Guyana for how long.
Yes.
And and she's so passionate.
You know, when I went to Guyana this summer on the trade mission, I finally got to see the manse where she lived. And now they tore it down.
Yeah.
Timing is everything. I was meant to see it. I was meant to
I hope you had photos of it.
I have photos
And
in front of it, and I'm in the photos.
Good. So it lives on.
It lives on.
Even though she's gone and the man says
it was a bittersweet moment because we wanted to go together, but
you know, she saw you there.
Yeah.
Abby, thank you for stopping by, for sharing this great information. I wish the foundation every success, knowing Abby O'Neill, this is going to work.
Well, we have a great board. I couldn't do it.
And I met your chairman.
Yes,
before
Tony Roberts.
Yes, and the passion is there.
The passion is there. The board is fantastic. They have great ideas. They're driven. And I could not be sitting here talking about these initiatives without them.
Without them, great.
Yes.
Great personality. She's not leaving out the real people behind it. I mean, thank you again so much for stopping by. We'll see you again because there is breaking news and updates to come. We'll be right on the spot. We want to thank you for joining us for this edition of The Big Story. I'm Kathy Richards.
We know that where you choose to bank matters, and it is your vote on what your funds do in strengthening our community. As your official Bank of Paradise, we invest and support the lifeblood of our economy by helping in the realization of personal goals for homeownership, education, and entrepreneurial visions, which support small businesses. We make it our place to connect with persons and worthy causes, and we have been doing so for more than 30 years. Where your money goes and what your dollars empower are your choice. And we thank you for choosing us, a bank that gives where it matters the most, for you, for our community, and a happier tomorrow. The National Bank of the Virgin Islands.